Yo, what's up, guys? And nice to see you here. I'm going back to recording Transformers 2. I'm gonna have to get I'm gonna have to get something so I could get a closer shot, cause just looking into the screen, I could tell that, yeah, you're not seeing it that well. But, you know, yeah, as most of you probably know, Sideswipe was pretty much confirmed finished after Transformers 4, so I came back and played as him, and playing as him in Transformers 2 in his memory, because Sideswipe was an awesome character. Like, ever since Transformers 2, I've liked Sideswipe. He was a cool one. He's also been about to appear in Transformers Robots in Disguise. But never in the Michael Bay movie. I hear that people have been saying, kill Bumblebee and we want Sideswipe back. At least that's what I hear some YouTubers say. But in my opinion, I really like Bumblebee. I wouldn't rather have him killed off or Sideswipe back, but I would like Sideswipe back. That's not no question asked. I would like Sideswipe back. But yeah, there's also a couple other Transformers here that we're here for. So let's just. No, never mind, I'm not gonna pose it. Let's go to one of my. Yeah, let's go to that. Product slots. Let's go 7 so nobody else comes and bothers me. Let's say no to restrict faction. We're also here to say goodbye to a couple other characters who in the movie weren't really shown that much, but in the game are awesome. So one we're here for is a very important one in the movie and is pretty awesome in the game. Right now we are here for Jetfire. That's right, I said it, Jetfire. Honestly, what he did was very, cool, because he literally ripped out his own spark for Optimus to live and defeat the Fallen. So, he had a very big role in the Transformers movies. He,
You want to see the camera?
is awesome. He's awesome in the games.
I'm scared.
Okay, we'll do it. Honestly, I kind of wish he'd survived to the third one, but yeah, he had to sacrifice himself so Optimus could defeat the Fallen. There wouldn't have been a Transformers 3. There wouldn't have been a Transformers 3 if Jetfire hadn't sacrificed himself. And if there was a Transformers 3, it'd only be pretty much Decepticons and barely any, probably, but the surviving Autobots after the Battle of Egypt, which there probably wouldn't be many, because, yeah, the Decepticons won and they finished it off. But Jetfire was an awesome character. If he didn't have to sacrifice himself, then I definitely would have preferred that. Because he was a cool character. He took out Mixmaster and Scorponok. I think that's what he's called. Scorponok. But yeah, Jetfire wasn't. I wish Jetfire had survived to the third one. I definitely would have preferred that. So there is. his appearance in the game. Can you back up? Oh god, no, I've got my face in the wall. God. But yeah, this is Jetfire. He could apparently bring electricity out with his hands. I don't know why. If he could do that in the game, then why didn't he do it in the movie? And if he couldn't do it in the movie, then why did they put it in the game? Oh wait, yeah, he did do it in the movie because, yeah, Space Bridge thing. Was it Ground Bridge or Space Bridge? I'm gonna have to go look at that to see if it was a Ground Bridge or a Space Bridge. But yeah, guys, Jetfire, remember him. I got like an hour of recording on this thing, so I'm probably gonna be able to get all of them. Let's go to the sandstorm. Is there anybody else on the Autobots team? Oh yeah, right. First I'll do Jazz. Guys, tell me if you like this, cause I don't really like it, cause you can barely see the screen. I'm not to get a better place for recording. Oh yeah, here is Jazz. He's available in the second game through downloading the extra characters and maps thing, just like this map is from the extra characters and map thing. You won't be able to play this map originally. Honestly, I think it would have been cool to add Barricade, Brawl, and Bone Crusher in this game too, because they weren't playable in the first one, nor, well, Barricade was, but you really could wish that you don't lie when you say you don't wish that you could play as him, because in multiplayer, because I know you do wish that you could. But yeah, Jazz was a kind of a cool character. The reason I say kind of is because you never really got to know him or his abilities, because like he had potential to be cool. Every Autobot does, but you know Michael Bay. He's just gonna kill. He had to kill off Jazz in the first one. Why couldn't it be a character nobody really? Well, he pretty much killed the other one, so I'd pretty much get none of them a chance to get really shown too much on screen. Like, then if it wasn't Jazz and it was Ironhide, then you never would have gotten to see Ironhide's awesomeness, or Ratchet. You never would have got to see his coolness, even though he didn't have much, because it's Ratchet. He's more of a medic than a fighter. But he fights a lot more in this series than he does in the... Well, he did, because, you know, I'll talk about it after this. But yeah, Jazz sadly was killed off in the first one, and we never got to really know much about his character. He appeared early in the movie so he could get to... What? Video. I'm making a YouTube video. Yeah, but he appeared early in the movie so he could get to know a little bit about Jazz, but then towards the end of the movie during the fight, yeah, he killed him off. But yeah, that's pretty much the story for Jazz, because there's not much of a story to him, because he died in the first one. So you didn't really get to know much about Jazz, but I hear that in a lot of other series, like Transformers Robots in Disguise, Jazz is super cool in the in those, and he is pretty strong in the game, but he wasn't really strong in the movie. Well, he was at least able to mess with one Decepticon and not get wrecked, or not get flown to the top of the building and ripped in half. So yeah, this is basically it. The only Decepticon he got to fight without getting beaten on is probably Brawl. Because he didn't survive to fight Blackout. He fought Megatron, but he got ripped in half. He never got to fight with Starscream. Barricade went missing after the highway chase thing. So yeah, he only got to fight like 2 Decepticons. Barely the second one, because all he did was shoot him a couple times, and then he just shot. Then he got shot, flown to the top of the building, and shot him a couple more times, and then got ripped in half. So yeah, that's pretty much Jazz's story. Now let's move on to the next character. If you're wondering why I'm sounding so, like, dull right now, it's because okay, who's next? Oh yeah, we still got a couple on the Autobot side. Where's the first one? Which one are we gonna do first? No, I think I'll do... You know what, I think I'll save one of the coolest for last. Oh, I feel... It's like 9:44 in the morning, and that's why I'm sounding like so unexcited right now. So yeah, Ratchet. He wasn't much of a fighter, he was more of a medic, which makes me kind of... Why does he look gold right now? Why does he look gold? Oh, I forgot to show you Jazz's face. Gosh. And did I forget to show you his ability too? I'll have to show that later. But yeah, here's Ratchet's face in the thing. It looks it looks a lot weirder than in the movie. But yeah, Ratchet was kind of a cool character. He never really got, like, he was more of a medic than a fighter, which is why he never really interested me in the movies. Yeah, but in the games, why does he look gold right now? In the game, he is pretty cool though, because, well, in this one he could heal himself. Like, if you get away from the Decepticon and you're like barely alive, you could just turn on his ability if it's charged, and you could just heal yourself, boost yourself for a heal. Then wait there a little more before the Decepticon find you, and then take them out if you can before. But Ratchet never was really. When he gets back, when I see him on when I saw him on this best incarnations of Ratchet list, he based this one. This one got number 5 based off his design, which just goes to show that a lot of people don't like these movies, especially that guy. Did I even show you Jazz's charge attack? So yeah, this is Ratchet. He died in the fourth one while getting chased by Lockdown and Cemetery Wind, which was kind of stupid because he got killed by humans and he's a giant transformer. What sense does that make? I mean, they did pretty much blow him up and blow his leg off. So morning. Now I'm gonna have to go back to Jazz real quick to show you his stuff. Hurry up so I can show them the last things of Jazz. I didn't show you his chart of the deck, at least I don't think I did. And I didn't show you his face, so I'm just gonna go do that right now and get to the last Autobot on this, Yeah, I'm not gonna even bother showing you Jazz's... Yeah, I'm not gonna even bother telling you the story about Jazz again. But here's his charged attack. And here's his face. His design and car in the movie were really cool. But here's the last one, which is his special ability. Basically just gives him a speed boost. It doesn't even give you it for that long. So yeah, Jazz is cool, but he of course could use some improvement. Okay, so time for the last Autobot memory. Then we'll move on to Decepticons. And of course, you guessed it, it is... Just wait for it to load. Of course, as you suspected, it is Ironhide. Yep, it's finally time to get back to one of the coolest Transformers in the series, other than Optimus and Bumblebee. I'm not showcasing them because it's not confirmed which ones. Well, it looks like Optimus is gonna kill Bumblebee with the sword, but then in the second one you see him smash his head with a hammer. At least it looks like it. You never got to see the aftermath. But yeah, Ironhide is cool in the games. He can... In this, he could deploy a turret. He's still available in games. Like, even in Dark Spark, which is supposed to be Age of Extinction, he's still playable. But only because you got to see a bit of Cybertron in that. But since it looks like Transformers 5 might be in medieval times, that means you might see him in his old appearance one more time, guys. One more time. One more time for Ironhide in the Michael Bay series, maybe. It's possible. I'm pretty sure it said he wasn't gonna be in the movie, but never said he was gonna like do much. Just cause he wasn't because he might not do much. That's all I'm saying. He could possibly be seen in the movie because some of them take place before a lot of Autobot deaths, like Jazz, and yeah, even before Jazz's death, which I thought is really cool. That would be awesome if they could show Ironhide and Jazz and stuff like that for one more time in the series. But yeah, I loved Ironhide as a character. I know a couple of my friends, a couple of my friends at school did really wish Ironhide didn't die. And because Ironhide, he was very much liked. And I was like, When I saw Transformers 3 for the first time and saw him die, I was like, what? Yeah, like, I was like in complete shock that a character like Ironhide was taken out so easily. And of course, there are characters on this list. Also, there are a couple of characters I want to mention that aren't playable in this game. Like, let me think. There's... Oh yeah, RC was in the... RC Little One and Chromio were in the second one, but they were never playable in the games. Or given a big role, which was very disappointing. Because... You know, you really wish characters could get a little more showcasing than they do. Like this dude Michael Bay puts them in, or this dude Michael Bay puts the characters in the movie and then just kills them off, even though, and it doesn't even make sense, cause like stuff like G1, there are characters that were showcased, and in the movieverse, there are characters from the original series G1 that had a big role in G1, but they barely showcase anything of them in Transformers movieverse, which I find kind of stupid. You gotta work on that, babe. You gotta work on that, cause big role Transformers in G1, not giving them a big role at all in your series, that makes no sense. But yeah, let's see, who else? Oh yeah, Wheeljack/Q, he was killed by Barricade in the Chicago War. And yeah, some guy shot him. He was like, why did you? Then Barricade shot him in the back and finished the old Autobot. From what I heard, nobody really liked Wheeljack anyway, so. Even though Michael Bay, like, why does Michael Bay give, like, characters like that big roles and just kills them off? And yeah, look, I just don't get some of the stuff he does with his characters. I really don't. Okay, is there anybody else? Sentinel Prime being an Autobot, I guess, because he pretty much turned to Decepticons. Which I don't even want to mention him because he's not a good character. He was like, I hated him in the movies, especially because he killed the guy I'm playing as right now. Which a lot of my friends don't like Sentinel Prime either. Some guys at school call him a real punk. Not specifically a punk, words much worse than punk. A lot of people call Sentinel much worse words than punk, cause a lot of it cause he killed Ironhide. That's a lot of reasons. At first, you know, I thought Sentinel was gonna be a nice guy. I thought he could be a cool character in the movie. And then, boom, he just betrays the Autobots, which got me really angry. And I never liked Sentinel. Ever again. He could have been cool if he stayed an Autobot, but then he turned into a Decepticon and had to mess it up. So yeah. Nobody cares about Sentinel. I shouldn't mention him in this list at all. I'm only mentioning characters that were cool in this list. Or had potential to be, at least. The main reason I showed Wheeljack in this is because he's really cool in a lot of other series, like Transformers and like G1. So I think that's pretty much it for the Autobots team. Let me think. Oh yeah, there's the wreckers. Leadfoot we saw die on camera. And Topspin and Roadbuster, we're not exactly confirmed for them yet, but but from what Hound said in the fourth one, that they're all that's left, pretty much confirms everybody else is dead. Which also goes to show that R.I.P. Dino, aka Mirage, because in the game, he's awesome. He's really cool in the games, but of course, it got in a flash, because you know Michael Bay. So let's move on to the Decepticons. Oh yeah, there's also Mudflap and Skids who were annoying too. Okay, so who to mention first? Who to mention first? Okay, let's start off with this guy, Megatron. Of course, you know a lot about him. Even though he's not completely dead, I'm still gonna talk about him. Because I really liked his appearance in the first 3. Like, his design was cool, but his character, after the first one, got kind of stupid, because he was like serving people pretty much after the first one. Like, he pretty much let himself get bossed around by the Fallen. He got bossed around by Sentinel. But then he got angry and killed, almost killed Sentinel. He just shot him up a lot and just absolutely ripped a lot of his metal parts off. I don't know. I haven't watched it in a while. But Megatron, he saved Optimus's life, but Optimus decided to return the favor by ripping off his head. Which, yeah, that's a great way to repay somebody for saving your life. Ripping their head off is a great way. But Megatron, he wasn't done after the first one. Not the first one, the third one. For everybody who thought he was done with the series was definitely wrong. Do you not remember that he became Galvatron in G1? Then he turned to Galvatron in Age of Extinction, where in Optimus his presence too. And for those of you who watched G1, once you heard the KSI guy call him Galvatron, you must have been like, he's back. He's back. Galvatron, aka Megatron, is back. And yes, I know a lot about G1 because I've been looking up, because I saw some stuff on this about G1, then I looked up some of it on YouTube, and yeah, I've seen some stuff for G1, so I don't think I haven't. But yeah, Megatron is also supposed to be returning in the new one. And going back to Megatron too, ridding himself of KSI technology and going back to Megatron instead of Galvatron. Because honestly, I really kind of miss the old appearances. The only Autobot who's even getting close to going back to his old appearance is probably Bumblebee. The only difference is the car and the thing he has on his chest for the car. So, yeah, that's Megatron. Well, I'm probably gonna miss a lot of the old appearances, like the Transformers 1 and 2 one though. So here's Megatron's face. Yeah, I'm gonna miss his old appearance. He was awesome. So let's get to the next guy. I'm so tired. I'm tired and it's 10. Oh. So, another guy we're here for is going to be Soundwave Superior. Yeah, but Soundwave. We're basically here to, right here, we're doing Soundwave. But yeah, he is playable in the Transformers. This is his jet mode, which I always thought was pretty cool. Yeah, he could deploy something that looks like Laserbeak. But if I go down here, when my thing is done, I'll be able to summon something that's supposed to resemble Rumble. You could do this just in case you're like stuck somewhere in between buildings. But yeah, that's supposed to be Laserbeak, guys. That's supposed to be Laserbeak. But here's something that's supposed to resemble Rumble. Yeah, Soundwave only appeared for the second and third one, where he was killed off in the third one. By Bumblebee, by getting shot. Like, Bumblebee put his hand in his chest and opened fire, and basically just blew. He just blew him up. He like blew Soundwave's head off. Yeah, Soundwave is awesome. His sonic cannon is also awesome. But I'm just gonna go back to Megatron one more time because I used the flight thing. So I'm gonna go back to Megatron one more time so you can see his tank mode. And it looks like we're already 34 minutes in. God. But I gotta get all the characters in this. So I'm just gonna quickly do Megatron, do the other Decepticons that died, and maybe give you one online match with other people. Simple as that. But into this. So here is Tank Megatron. He can't fly, he can only turn into a tank. This is what he looks like doing the fusion cannon in tank mode. So yeah, this is his tank mode. Here's what he looks like without wings. But yeah, not much difference. Just the fact that the other one can fly and the other one and this one can't. So yeah, let's get out of here now. Bop, 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 bop. There's also gonna be 2 characters for 1 guy. Okay. Here is long haul. So, I'm just gonna... My back hurts. My back hurts right now, guys. So yeah, here is long haul. Like, this guy is basically like the Decepticon muscle group. He's got a flamethrower in this. He had not that many appearances in the movie, but you can see him. One of the biggest parts you see him is when he's getting blown up by the is when you see him getting blown up by the airstrike sent in by the humans. In this he's like he shares the same special ability as Ratchet. Yeah, with the health ability thing. But yeah, he is also presumed to be in the 3rd movie as that one little head guy from the Transformers 3 named Igor. But yeah, this is Long Haul's face, and look, they think his face is supposed to be Igor, which is the small head guy that appears in Transformers 3. People think that's Long Haul's head. And to be honest, it could possibly be. That could be Long Haul up here, and maybe Michael Bay just didn't want to finish up with him yet. I don't know what he found so special about Long Haul though, because, you know, it's Michael Bay. Come on, guys. I don't know why he let Long Haul in for the last time, but yeah, you can only ask. But yeah, this is basically a Long Haul for you guys. He's a Constructicon. He could form Devastator. But before I get out, let me give the mention for Devastator. He is the Decepticon that was trying to open the pyramid so the Fallen could get to the Harvester, and he pretty much succeeded with that until the military boat thing shot him and took off, and when he landed on the ground his head came off, and that was the end of Devastator. He's made up of a few Decepticon Constructicons, which makes you question, was Long Haul? What I don't get is, you saw Long Haul after the Devastator was killed, but I'm pretty sure he's a part of Devastator. Yeah, he's definitely a part of Devastator, because I'm pretty sure he's made of Constructicons. But yeah, there's also Demolisher I want to mention. He was killed by Optimus Prime in his first appearance. He had, a medium role. He was destroying the town. He got one voiceover, which was, "This is not your planet to rule. The Fallen will rise again." Which Then Optimus said, "Not today," and destroys him. And that was the end for Demolisher in this series. So let's get to the next character. Also, I think it's the, Rampage guy. He looks like him in the Battle of Egypt. I always found that his face looks kind of like Demolisher's. So, the next one we got is Starscream. Oh, my back. Got like 20 minutes to show these next guys and talk about the next guys. You know what, for the last guys, I'm just gonna say the names. But yeah, this is Starscream. He had a very big role. He never died at all until Transformers 3. Survived longer than Megatron, which makes me question why Megatron is leader and Starscream is not, because... Also, he is a lot better, Starscream is a lot better at surviving the attacks than Megatron. Like, every time I play that one level on the Autobot Campaign where you have to fight Megatron and Starscream, Megatron is always out, well, most of the time, not all the time, because of that time that I just aimed for Starscream first, even though Megatron was a real pain about it, because, yeah, but Starscream is a lot better than Megatron at this, which makes me question if Starscream should have been the leader the whole time, and Megatron the second in command, trying to overtake Starscream. And trying to kill Starscream sometimes. But the movieverse Starscream is probably the most loyal to Megatron. I have never seen him trying to overthrow Megatron or something. He has never tried that in his life. His special ability in the game is once firing his weapon, and when it's active, if it comes into contact with an Autobot or whichever character, depends on which game mode you're on and if restricted faction is on. Yeah, you can literally just slow an Autobot or Decepticon down, which makes Starscream kind of better than Megatron. The only reason I could see Starscream not beating Megatron in this game is because of his fusion cannon, where once Starscream can slow him down, but Megatron can still shoot the fusion cannon, and if Starscream is in the right place, then Starscream's out for the count. He will be finished. That would be the end of Starscream, which you don't see until the third one. So yeah, that's it for Starscream, guys. He's like, beside Bumblebee and Optimus, as one of my favorite characters. Okay. So let's finish the characters that are on this game. Here, which one to do first? You know what? Let's save the stronger one for last. Okay, everybody, when it comes to the games, Sideways is stronger than he was in the second game, which I was disappointed with Sideways in the movie, because after finding out how awesome he really is in the game, it made me angry to see a character like him being killed off. And also, one time I was playing in Shanghai with Sideways, and a chase started going on between me as Sideways and somebody else as Bumblebee. And surprisingly, I was the one chasing, even though I was Sideways, the one being chased in the movie. And I ended up being the victor of that battle. And then Optimus Prime just came in and killed me with his jetpack, which was the end of me as Sideways. But I really like Sideways in the games. He is an awesome character, and I think he should have gotten a little more than what he got in the movies. I mean, come on, Michael Bay, give your character some respect for once and stop killing them off the second they get into the movie. Gosh. But yeah, Sideways is a very cool character. I'm gonna show his face off. The reason I didn't show Starscream's face off is because, you know, you pretty much all know what Starscream looks like if you watch the movies. But then again, some of you might not, so I guess I'll go back and show Starscream's face in a minute. Maybe. But yeah, in this movie, he could deploy in this game, he could deploy mines that slow down his enemies. So that is Sideways, folks. Now, I'm gonna go back to Starscream just so you can see his face. Just so we can see his face. Because I'm not explaining him again. Because, you know, Starscream has a huge story since he survived a while. So let's just get to the closest building and show up Starscream's face. So yeah, that's Starscream's face in the game for those of you who didn't know. So yeah, let's get to the final character. Okay, so I'm gonna show off the favorite of these characters, my favorite of the characters in the Autobot team and the Decepticon team, okay? So, but the last Decepticon I'm gonna be showing in the game is Grindor / Blackout. And the reason I say / Blackout is because they look similar. But because I think maybe Michael Bay thought maybe we'd want to see more of Blackout because he was the first Transformers we saw in his series. So but he killed him off in the first one. So instead he brought out the character Grindor looking like Blackout, Cause Blackout, you know, he was a memorable character. He was the first one you got to see in the series. But Blackout was sadly finished by Lennox. And yeah, but in the game, he also in the game he could also deploy a turret just like Ironhide. So Long Haul and Ironhide are not Long Haul and Ironhide. Long Haul and Ratchet have the same special ability, as do Blackout and Grindor and Ironhide. So I kind of do wish that Blackout had survived. But yeah, I will never, of course I would have liked Blackout or Grindor to survive. Blackout wasn't, technically wasn't finished and had Grindor take his place. Cause, I mean, Blackout was the first Transformer you saw. I don't think it, you know, originally, you'd think an Autobot would be the first Transformer you see, but in this, it happens to be a Decepticon. Named Blackout. And of course, with Blackout slash Grindor, we are going to be mentioning characters that aren't in this game, but I do miss a lot. One of them is Barricade, Bumblebee's arch nemesis, technically. Because, they're not really arch enemies, but Barricade was the first character you saw Bumblebee fighting. And then we have, let's see. Oh yeah, Bone Crusher, which was the second ever third Transformer in that we saw fighting with humans. Not with humans, with, you know, humans and Autobots. Cause Bone Crusher thought it was but Bone Crusher did a stupid thing. He thought it was wise to take on Optimus. And Optimus then took him out like a piece of cake. Because all he had to do was get him down to the bottom, take out his sword, smack him with the sword once, then he just stabbed him in the face and then ripped off his head. Basically. Well, he didn't rip it off, he just knocked it off. And of course, let me think. Of course there's gonna be more, because a lot of Decepticons died. Brawl. I really wish he had survived, because I also wish you could have played as him, because he looked awesome, basically. And it's not just looks I'm basing it on right now. Yeah, he was strong, he threw jazz, but was defeated by humans and Autobots. Well, technically he was killed by Bumblebee. We gotta give him some credit for giving Jazz his first and pretty much only fight in the series, because he got killed by Megatron very quickly. Yeah, so that's Blackout. So let's just put. Then there's the Fallen. He was awesome. He was really cool, though never really liked because of his crazy plan to destroy the sun. Like that, was what I was like. What the heck when I heard his plan the first time? And we've only got like 5 minutes. I gotta hurry up. So then the last few are Lockdown. I'm just gonna say the protoforms, cause whatever. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Cause I'm definitely not mentioning Flint Snow on this list. He killed Ironhide. Okay, so here's the 2 favorites I have on this list. Sadly, it's not gonna be Ironhide or something, but I would like to have Ironhide on this list, definitely. So, my favorites are Starscream and where is he? Sideswipe and well, it's between Sideswipe and Jetfire. But yeah, let's see if we could get at least a little bit into not Battlefield show. So if we can't, I don't think we're gonna make it, guys. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all later. Bye.